We're diving right in, collective. Diving right in. A message for someone in the collective. 3 of Cups in the reverse. Let's get all the cards. 7 of Pentacles. The High Priestess. It's interesting because before I started this read, I was shuffling, and High Priestess and 3 of Cups in the reverse came out then as well. So this feels like a reading that needs to come out. Okay, like it's on a mission here. Confirmation. Temperance. I'm gonna start with these 4. Sorry, I'm gonna let my kid get that. Sweetheart, go ahead and get the door. Okay. So we are talking about the collective that either does what I do or they have some type of psychic gifts. Okay, maybe you're not online, maybe you do it in another capacity, maybe you just know things, maybe you're super in tune because you're coming out with Temperance, the Temperance Angel, and High Priestess. You are very in tune, you are very spiritually wise, you know things you shouldn't know. Okay, but and here's the other thing is you are maybe like you're on your come up. Okay, like you're on the rise. Okay, we're showing patience, reward, investment. Your perseverance, your hard work is going to yield results. Okay, and so people may either be seeing this or talking about this, or there's something about your High Priestessness, there's something about your spiritual gifts that are making you money or that could potentially give you, it's coming to, like, you're doing well. Like this is about you investing your time and energy into something and it's doing well. Okay, so people are talking about this. Now, if it's not financially doing well, like maybe you're not online, maybe you don't do this publicly, but there's something about your wealth of knowledge that is, it's appealing. It's appealing to others, okay? The extent of your wisdom, like people may want to invest in you as well. This is card of investment. Okay. But 3 of Cups in reverse, you got people talking about this and not in a good way. Okay. People could be making fun of your gifts, making fun of you, dismissing it like, oh, like that type of thing. Oh, they don't really, oh, they just got lucky. Oh, they're not really connected. Like someone's trying to downplay someone's spiritual abilities and gifts here. But the reason they're doing this is because they do believe in you and they might be a little scared. So they have to sort of dismiss this ability as, oh, that's just a coincidence that she knew that or he knew that. That's just because these people fear that they may be exposed. Okay. There's a little bit of fear. Okay. But there's also, like I said, there's this knowledge of like, you're worth the investment and maybe people are taking notice and they are invested in you. They believe in what you say. They maybe come to you for advice, okay? But they believe in your wisdom. And someone just don't like that, okay? They don't like that. They don't. And so I'm taking sort of a personal interest in this reading because, obviously, if you do the kind of work I do, you are always going to find people that either A, think you're bonkers, or B, no, you're not bonkers, but want everyone else to believe that you are, because if people believe what you say, they could be in trouble. They could be outed, okay? And you're always going to have people that may be, they could be jealous of of what you have, of your talents, of your gifts. And so naturally, what are they going to do? They're going to poo-poo it. They're going to diminish it. They're going to undermine it. They're going to be flip about it, okay? But remember, that has nothing to do with you and your gifts. This has all to do with how they feel, okay? And they feel insecure. They feel insecure next to you, especially you're living a life of purpose. This is a life of purpose. That's not a life of purpose. Gossip. So that's the thing, is because you are living your life in purpose, you're bound to have haters, okay? That's a given, but you just got to let that roll off. You just know what you're dealing with and let that roll off, okay? And you just keep doing what you're doing, because obviously people believe in you. They want to invest in you. There are some people in the collective, somebody wants to invest in you because of what you carry, because of your spiritual wisdom, because of your light, because of your aura, because of your balance as well with temperance, okay? You might be very, you notice the dark and the light here with the high priestess. You have mastered your dark and your light, your shadow and your light. This already inherently makes you very knowledgeable, wise beyond your years, okay? You could look young like this angel, but possess the wisdom of somebody way beyond. And so naturally that is going to ruffle some feathers, okay? And it's going to intimidate people who stand next to you, or people who want to compare themselves to you. They're going to be like, oh, I can't do that. And so, like I said, naturally they're going to want to shame you in some way, diminish you, make it sound like you don't really know what you're talking about, but you do, okay? So keep doing what you're doing, because you're worth the investment. People see that, including these people who are naysaying. They see that as well. Two of Swords. You're going to have a decision to make, okay? This could be in relation to your career. It could be in relation to some other aspect of your life, but you are going to have a decision to make. And Spirit is making mention that when you make this decision, don't take into account these people and their opinions, because they're going to try to deter you, detract from. I hate to say that they don't want to see you succeed, but a part of them would be a little happy if you didn't. Okay, so be careful of any advice that you should receive from who these people are here, okay? Or any advice that you get from the peanut gallery. Take it with a grain of salt, because remember, you are a high priestess, you are temperance, you are that angel. You have an inner knowing. You don't need any help, okay? You don't need any help where that's concerned. So just remember that, okay? Anything else? I'll just read until it shuts me off, just because I kind of like this reading, for obvious reasons. I mean, I would hope that nobody feels this way about me, but I'd be remiss if I thought that people didn't feel. I'm sure there are people that feel this way, but does it bother me? No, because I know where it's coming from. And I want you, High Priestess, whoever you are, or High Priest, this could be a masculine as well, confirmation, don't let this deter you from your path and your purpose, because it's one in which it's important. It's going to bear fruit. It's going to help a lot of people, okay? They want what you have to give. They want your advice. They want your guidance, okay? I'm sorry, the Five of Swords popped out in the reverse before I went in my little rant there. You're also going to find, and this has come out in other readings before, people from your past are going to want to reconcile with you, or if they haven't seen you in a while. And the reason they're going to do this, it's right underneath the investment card. They know you're a hot commodity, okay? So it's like that reading I did where it's like, oh, remember that issue we had? Forget all that. Yeah, let's water all the water under the bridge. Like, they're going to want to come back because they see you as someone who is worth the investment, okay? And maybe they want to, like I said, they want to be a part of that, okay? And these are going to be the same people, potentially, who were poo-pooing your knowledge, your wisdom, your gifts, telling other people you're crazy. Like, we're just going to leave it here, guys. Yeah, but look at this. We also got King of Cups 943 here. you're very emotionally connected. This is someone who, King of Cups gives good advice. You are someone who gives good advice because you are a high priestess. But when you give good advice, you give it with a humbleness. You give it in the best way. You give it like you would a best friend.